Welcome to Teaching Orchestra. We're going to be doing some demonstrations to learn how to cross strings with leading with the elbow. So we're going to do some exercises I like to call teeter-totters. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go from a single string to a double stop, single string to a double stop, so that we figure out exactly how much we have to move with our elbow to get from one string to the double stop, and then we're going to go from the double stop to the upper string, and then we're going to put it all in sequence, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is put our bow square on the D string so that we have more or less right angles on each side, okay? And without drawing the bow, we're going to keep the bow still, but we're going to go ahead and drop the elbow to go to D and A. Sorry, raise the elbow, my fault. Okay? Now go back to D, teeter-totter to D. Just as much as you need to do to touch that A string. Raise the elbow. D, D and A, D, good. D, D and A, D. Okay? Now we're going to go from D to double stop D and A. Let's go up to A, back to D, or back to D and A, up to A, double stop. Up to A, double stop. Okay? So now we're going to do this in rhythm. We're going to go, without playing, we're going to go D, double stop, A, double stop, D, double stop, A, double stop. 1, 2, ready, go. D, double stop, A, double stop, D, double stop, A, double stop. Good. Now, if you need to focus in on one string or the other, you can simplify this exercise by going D, double stop, D, double stop, and then double stop, A, just to figure out where something's breaking down, if they're over adjusting for one string or the other. But once we do this for a little while, now we're going to add some bow motion to it. We're going to do this as a double stop. We're going to do this in a détaché bowing style. So it's going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. D, double stop, A, double stop. So the double stops are always up, up. Okay, ready? Start with D, 2, ready, A. Okay, now we're going to teeter-totter from D. We're going to skip the double stop and go straight to A. Ready? Without bowing, without making a sound, just teeter-totter. 2, ready, and D, A, D, A, D, A, D, A. Good. With the bow, down, up, 1, 2, ready, go. And we can do this on all the strings. We can do it wherever we're having problems and making sure that the elbow, when we're leading with the elbow, is moving the way it's supposed to be, and making sure that when we're crossing strings, we're only crossing as much as we really need to for that string. You can add slurs to this. You can go up, down, up, down. You can change the bowings however you need to and kind of design it around string crossing problems that you might be having in your concert music. Right? In the next video, we're going to talk about how to cross strings leading with the wrist instead of leading with the elbow, and how we can teach that to our students.